Ron, we are back together again, and another question from a member. Ron, if there is no time and space, how can there be old souls?
It's a good question, but there's an assumption there that see we live in timelines as we're in the physical form, and that's part of physicality is there's a timeline, and timelines have a beginning and have an end, and then there's times when you can cross your timelines. There's all kinds of different ways of doing things that the heavens can come up with, and your higher self will put you in the right place at the right time, and that's just a given. That's why you're here on the earth at this particular point in time, especially for loved one society members who have the heart to do humanitarian work. You came here for a purpose, and they're going to help you with that purpose. Okay, there's no time and space. One of the questions I ask out loud to people is there enough space in space for me to build a universe? Well, what do you think the answer is? Well, I had a friend who says, well, I said, well, there's no time and no space. And she said, well, how do I know when I'm at the end of space? I said, well, I don't know. How can you do that? Well, I just jump over the fence and continue on. I'm thinking, that's so simple, and yet so. Here's another statement. I personally am the center of my universe. I can walk 2 feet over there and say, you are the center of your universe. Do we live in two different universes? There's a good possibility that that's true because we don't bring all of us with us to third dimension. All of our essence of who we are. We can fragment and have done so without our understanding in third dimension. We do it in other locations, but we have parts of us that have gone here and there, and so we're learning, we're gaining experience. Now, if we do that, then that experience is a record. And so a record means that it's something that's kept. So each person has what Cryon, I'm not sure if everybody understands who Cryon is, but he's a non-physical entity that has programs and so forth. It comes through Lee Carroll. He says that an old soul has a lot of kosh. What does that mean, a kosh? Well, it's the Akashic record. It's a record of everything that that happens to you since you were birthed by Prime Creator. And that Akashic record for you is added to the Akashic record of every person. Every thought, every idea ever thought or given out by anybody in any universe, in any creation, is kept in the Akashic record. Your heart has full ability to get anything from the Akashic record. And so do the ascended masters and those people. And in our spiritual form, we can do that too. So there's no time and there's space. We have timelines that begin and end. People say, well, I want to have eternal life. Well, you already have it. You can't do anything different. You think that your eternity started when you're born on this earth, and that's not true. Your eternity goes way back, and it'll go way forward. Well, how do you know that? Well, there's no time and space, so it's just all there. Okay, we have timelines, beginning and ends. We have eternity, which has no beginning and has no end. So we get to live in the timeline so that we can have experience. That means we get to be an old soul or a young soul or whatever it is. That means that we have experience. So I hope that helps.
Great. Okay, Ron. Perfect. Perfect way to end.